So that's the reason why I don't have a pivoting handle as a rule in my hand, but there's always exceptions to the rule. So for example, I need to reach, I'm in a confined space, I can't reach that edge of the glass, but if I press the button I can with ease reach the edge of the glass, and I can get the job done with more skill, versatility, get the job done overall quicker. And it's the same with when I want to reach high, I can't reach the point. You know, this will only go a certain length, can only go a certain height. If I don't have my pole tool with me, I can just about make a little bit more of a reach, a few more inches. That's really beneficial, so I can get to the edge or the height that I need using the position of having a tool that will transform into a different tool at a flick of a button. No other tool allows you to do that. Pivot, you might have tools that allow you to swivel, but swivel down here you've got less control. You can't really use it on a pole without having severe difficulties. So having a tool that can transform into another tool very quickly, as I said, you can start off basic, and then the more complex your work becomes, the more complex your tool will become. So also we've got the ability to add and take off washers and wipers. Some people like to use a washer underneath, and some people like it over the top. Because I'm only a pole user with this tool, I always have the washer on over the top. As a rule, when it comes to frames, I always have it over the top. Very rarely do I do jobs that don't have frames. There's only one that I can think of, and if it doesn't have frames, I have it hanging underneath. Why do I have it underneath if the job has no frames, if it's like a showroom or something like that? Well, I'll tell you. Remember me saying about people turning too quickly with the washer over the top and it flops over? Well, with this I can turn very quickly. I can turn upside down, in fact, and because the washer is underneath, it will never flop and get in the way. But you've got a chance of it flopping in the way when it comes to a closeout. But the way I designed this particular washer, it actually always stays out of the way. But we weren't able to go through with having this washer done by Moorman because they said it would be too complicated for most users to understand and to use. So basically what I did was, if you notice, I can't, well, what I have to do is, when I want to come to use it, it's like this, and it's quite stiff. When I touch it onto the glass, it folds back, but I can't flip it under like this. So what that allows me to do is close out, even on a pole, on a ledge, and it will always fold out the way. But manually, to make it be able to flip again, I have to push it that way, and then I can flip it under. So it doesn't eliminate all the problems, but as you can see, once it flips out the way, it stays out the way. It will never get in the way. And what I did was I sewed two positions of the female clips here. That's for over, that's for under, but Moorman said it would be too complicated for most people to use and understand, so we never went through with that. But if you are a fan of using it underneath and you do want to use it on the frames, in the hand as well, it will always stay out the way. But as a rule, pole tools I have a combination, but in the hand I'm not a fan of using the tool like this as a one does all. Why am I not a fan of using it like this? There's many reasons, and I'll outline some of them now. Right, first of all, we've got the extra weight. So I you know, with a squeegee, I want it to be lightweight. As a naked squeegee, this is not. So I don't like the extra weight. I don't like the way that it's two tools in one hand, but it's designed so you just use one hand. And if a tool's designed to use with one hand, what's this other hand doing? It becomes lazy. Or if you're, you know, think about it, you can swap hands over, but that's still rubbish. I've got no control. Why have I got no control? Well, with this, I've got more control, and I'm working simultaneously with two hands, and I'm catching the drips. Two hands is generally always better than one hand. With this, I've got the ability to wash and wipe, but you know, I'm making a mess. Unless I use a washer underneath, but what would I want to use a washer for when I've already got a washer? It's just redundant. And lastly, what I found is, especially with people who solely use these pivoting tools and the washer attached, have you ever seen how dirty they become within a few hours of working? This washer hasn't been washed in over a week, and it's still blue. When you see people with wagtails and these flip pads, and they just solely use this as a, you know, two-in-one handle tool, I should say, they're filthy. They're absolutely filthy. And the dirtier your washer becomes, the less water retentive it is. And you know, if you're cleaning windows with dirty washer, then you're just making more mess for yourself on the frame, on the window. You know, the cleaner it is, the better job you're going to get. So, as a rule, it's not anything that interests me whatsoever. I've got two hands. I want to always utilise two hands as much as I can.